April, one of my favorite months of the year. The month actually that we take care of our planet. The only day or month that we have an international day to actually thank our planet for everything that the planet gives us. As I was saying in the other video, it would be really nice for it to be every single day Earth Day, where we would take care of our environment, we would take care of our trash, be really careful with how we recycle, and take care of our water, not use more than we should. Also our electricity, and work with our recycling and make our planet every time better. Okay, so our first video was about Wonder Woman. I already did my second Wonder Woman over here. I was saying in the other videos that you can do wonderful things with recycling materials like racing cars, unicorns. We can do our superheroes. We can also work on our newspaper owls and a whole bunch of other things that we're going to start working with plastic too. But we're going to finish our Superman in this video. So let's continue the tutorial, and I'll show you what we have to do. As you can see over here, we already colored our superhero's face with a natural color, or the peachy color. And then we did already a Superman suit that was the blue suit, the belt, and his shorts, right? Now what we have to finish doing with Superman is doing his hair, coloring his eyes, doing his red cape, and doing his superhero cape, right? Like this. So let's continue doing this tutorial. We're going to start with Superman's hair. What we're going to do is use this black piece of paper. Superman doesn't have that long hair. It's all the way up to here, so we have to measure up a little bit over here around this height. That's all we're going to need of black paper. So just like that. I think this is not straight enough. Let me straighten this up a little bit like this. Okay, and let's cut. There we go. Okay, now we can see that Superman has kind of a round over here, round shape. So what we're gonna do is put this in the middle like this. Okay, and we have to see how far ahead we want his face to be, this to show his face. So I consider his face to be, how much do you want to see him? I think here would be a good difference mark, right? All the way up to here. So what I'm going to do is cut this a little bit round like this. Like this. And they're like waves. Oops, I think I made Superman's head a little big here. Okay, it doesn't matter. There we go. That's how Superman's face hair is going to look, and the thickness of his face. Okay, so what I'm going to do also is see how much more paper I have over here. That's what I'm going to cut. There we go. So I'm going to glue this all around. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna put Superman's hair right there. So, okay, I have Superman's hair there, just like that. And now we're gonna do Superman's eyes. He has just circled eyes, not like Wonder Woman's. He has Superman is one of my favorite heroes. I think he is like so loyal, so correct in every way. He's always thinking about everybody else. Don't you think? Let's do Superman's eyebrows. There we go. And let's do some cheeks for Superman. Let's see. With a little red coloring pencil, you can do just a little bit of cheeks. Slightly. That way it doesn't look too much. There we go. We have his cheeks. Now, we're going to continue with Superman's cape. For that, we're going to use this red sheet of paper. Okay, and we're going to consider how big we want his cape to be. I consider that this size will be okay. Just going to cut this paper up. There we go. So I have this piece of paper that is going to come all the way over here, and the length over here, I think it has to be the same as the paper roll. So I'm just going to cut this little piece up. Right there. So I have his cape. It's going to be the same long as the paper roll, but you can see over here it looks kind of weird, doesn't it? So what I'm going to do is actually fold my paper in half like this, and what I'm going to do is, since Superman has this form, I'm just going to do this. I'm putting this in the middle, and I'm just doing a little bit like this, so I have a mark, a reference mark, okay? And I'm going to also fold it a little bit like this. So I have a mark right here in the middle of this paper, this mark over here. The middle part also I folded a little bit just to have a reference like that. And then I'm just going to switch like this. So when I open my paper, I'm going to have these marks. Okay, you can see them. Now what I'm going to do is I have this mark and I have this mark, right? So I'm still in the middle of my page, my sheet of paper, and the only thing I'm going to do is cut this like this. So when I open it, I'm going to have the exact same form. Now I'm going to see how this looks on my Superman. When I glue this in here together, I'm going to have his cape like this. Okay, so I have that. And now I'm just going to glue this here. Only in the top part of his cape, so it won't be too sticky or too heavy with the glue. Okay, I'm going to put this right here in the middle, right there. I need a little bit more glue over here. So I have Superman's cape. Why is it? This is not gluing as it's supposed to. It's not getting the glue. Be sure to have enough glue on it so it won't move. There we go. There. So we have the cape. That's not wanting to glue. Let's hold that for a second. There we go. Okay, so I have Superman's cape. I'm just going to open this a little bit like this. There we go. So now we're going to do our S's, our Superman S. Okay, for that we're going to need our yellow sheet of paper. We don't need that much paper for it. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to recycle this little piece I have here. Okay, so start up with a pencil. That way, if you make a mistake, you can just erase it. But Superman's shape is sort of, let me hold this here so I can show you better. Okay, so Superman's S is something like this. You do a straight line like right here. Then over here you have a triangle. Just like that. Okay, so that's basically your reference here. And now you have your S. That your S basically comes from over here. It's almost hitting on the lines. And you do a little upward in your letter. There we go. That's our first S. That's for our cape because it's a big one. Actually, we can use the same size for both of them. So you can repeat the same size of it. There we go. Okay, so I have my two S's. Kind of complicated drawing straight, holding up something. Okay, so we just cut both of them. Here's my number one. Let me fix this up. There we go. So now we have our cape S, then we're going to put in the back, right there. And we have our front S that goes right in the chest. So there we have our Superman. Have fun making a project. Don't forget that every recycling material is a new way of art. You can create anything you want and you can have fun with it. So until next class, hugs and kisses for everyone. See you then. Bye-bye now.